that's truly about the Most High and his Son in truth, they, the ones that's in the control, the wicked, our enemies, they're going to say that, oh, we the bad guys. All right? And I've been harping on this, for several lessons now, but in different ways. And it's just the spirit, It says, defend the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and needy. The afflicted and needy are the Israelites who are afflicted with bullshit that they believe in, the bullshit oppression that we're going through. The needy is the Israelites who are in need of some truth, who are in need to know who they really are and what's expected of them. All right? To do justice, somebody had said that you raped somebody. Here it is at 7:30 today. But wait a minute, you was right here with me. And I got a camera right there that's showing, hey, he was right here. It was 7:30. He didn't rape nobody. He was here with me. So if they came and got you, what you want? You want justice. Meaning you want the truth to come out. No, I was actually right here with Yakia. He was doing this sit down. It was 7:30, we was just chilling. I wasn't nowhere raping nobody. And y'all got me locked up. I need the truth to come out. I need Yakia to show that camera that he had in the room that I was here at 7:30 and I couldn't have been nowhere raping nobody. That's justice. That's the truth coming out. So right now, the men of the Lord were entrusted with this truth to bring it out, whether they hear or whether they forbear. So now that's doing justice. It says, deliver the poor and needy. Rid them out of the hand of the wicked. And that's what the elect men that's teaching this word in truth and sincerity are trying to do. Now, we don't know who the 1/3 is, the 2/3 is, the elect, and so on and so forth. We don't know. So we speak to all. All right? And telling our people and trying to rid them out of the hand and the grip of Esau, these other nations, the wicked, our enemies. We trying to rid them out of their hand by giving them the truth and telling them that they are not telling us no truth so we can get right and back in the good graces of our Father Yahweh and his Son Yahweh Shah. All right? It says, verse 5, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course. Everything is backward ass because the white man is not for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So all the foundations, how the Most High set up everything and how it should go, is flipped, turned right side up. Upside down, rather. All right? But the Most High is going to come and flip it, turn it right side up. All right? Because right now, everything that this man this wicked is about is contrary to the Most High. And if you fall for it, then you're being led right along to that ditch, to that destruction, to that perdition. It says, I have said, ye are gods. This book was written to the Israelites. So when it says, just like if I wrote a will for my children, and I said, all of, David, you're going to get this. Sean, you're going to get this. Tina, you're going to get that. Mary, you're going to get that. And then I say, all of you are going to get this. Just because somebody stole the will and they're reading all of you, no, now that you stole my will, that don't mean now whoever stole it, now he's reading and saying all, so it's for all people. This was written to a specific people. So when it says, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High, it's talking about who he was writing it to. Not all of existence. All right, because this Bible was written to the children of Israel. All right. So when he said, I have said ye are gods, he's talking about the children of Israel, the sons of Israel. All right. It says, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. But ye shall die like man, or like men. Not as men, or as a man, because that's all you are. But he says, you gods, even though you gods, you're going to be able to die like a man. White men and all these other nations, they can choke on the chicken bone and die. Israelites, who the Most High called gods, could choke on a chicken bone and die. They can get shot, killed. We can get shot and killed. They could get sick off of whatever disease. We can get sick off of whatever disease. He said, all of you are children of the Most High. We are gods, but ye shall die like men. As opposed to Psalms 9 and 19 right here, where he basically calls the other nations but men, and not the same set gods that he called us. Check it out. This is Psalms 9 and 19. All right. David said, arise, O Lord. Let not man prevail. Because right now that's who's prevailing. Just those man, just men. Carnal men. Beasts. Let not man prevail. Let the heathen, what's another word for heathen? Nations. So let the heathen nations be judged in thy sight. Put them in fear, O Lord, that the nations may know themselves to be but men. They're just but men. They're not the same set gods that he's made us to be. All right? They're just but men. And let them know that, David said. Put them in fear, and let them know that they're but men and not the same set gods that you made us to be and called us. They're not like us. All right? They're our enemy, and we're not to trust in them. Thus said the Bible, if you believe in the Bible. I'm getting the precepts. This is not me talking. This is the Bible. So it says back in Psalms 82 and 7, it says, well, I'll hit 6 again. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Talking to the Israelites. But ye shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. You can die like a regular old man and fall just like one of the princes, just like one of the rulers. Who's in rule right now? The so-called white man. It says, and fall like one of the princes. This is 1 Corinthians 2 and 6. It says, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught, that come to nothing. So what they are teaching as doctrine, what they're teaching as philosophy, what they're teaching as wisdom, it comes to naught. It comes to nothing. Even if you think, that sounds good. It's all, it ain't about, hurting nobody. It ain't about killing nobody. Hey, let's all just get along. Love everybody. That's it. That come to nothing. I'm going to read it again. It says, howbeit we speak, and this is Paul saying, howbeit we speak wisdom among them that are perfect. The Israelites here that's mature enough to hear and receive this. Yet we don't preach the wisdom of this world, nor we don't teach what the princes of this world say what's up. The rulers of this world say what's up. Paul didn't. He was a man of the Lord. So nor should we. Yeah, Paul said, be ye followers of me as I am of Yahushua, our Lord and Savior. So if we being followers of Paul, which ultimately will we being followers of Yahushua, then we're not going to believe what they say is wisdom. We're not going to believe that. We're not going to trust in that. Paul didn't. I'll read it one more time. It says, howbeit we speak wisdom of them that are, speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world that come to naught. All right. So what they say is what's up is straight madness and garbage. All right. So you trust in that, man, you got another thing coming. This is 2nd Esdras 16. 2nd Esdras 16 and 69. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach, and trodden underfoot. So if you consent to this white man, so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, biblically, because everybody on the planet has a biblical nationality. And that's what matters. Not what people are calling themselves today. Not what people are calling us today. All right? Because that comes to naught. That's madness. It's bullshit. All right? But if you consent unto them, you're going to be had in derision and reproach, which means shame. You're going to be ashamed of yourself when the truth is manifested to all. You're going to be ashamed, you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're going to be ashamed of yourself that you believed in this our enemy, that you believed in your enemy, and didn't listen to the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai that was out teaching you the truth, but you were stiff-necked and you rejected the Most High by rejecting his men that he sent to say his words. You're going to be in derision and in reproach, and you're going to be trodden underfoot. All right? Thus said the Lord. Thus said the Bible. All right? This is Proverbs 4. All right, I'm about to wrap it up. But let me get this. Proverbs chapter 4. Verse 19. It says, the way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. So the way of the wicked, no matter if you it's fun, no matter if you're sweet, peaceable words, it says the way of the wicked is as darkness. Groping at noonday. Just sleep. Don't know what the hell going on. Alright? They know not at what they stumble. But when it hit them, when the Lord comes back, they're going to be ashamed. And I'm talking about the 2/3 of our people and just the wicked doers of our people. And those who consent unto the wicked, our enemies. All right. This is Proverbs 5. I'll start at the top. Read through a little bit. It says Proverbs 5:1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear unto my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion. All right. So if you attending, are you there for the true wisdom, which are coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and the men that he set up here on the earth? All right. You'll be able to regard discretion. All right. And that thy lips may keep knowledge. It says, For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil. So a lie is going to drop down as a honeycomb. It's going to be sweet. Deceit is going to be sweet. It says, and her mouth is smoother than oil, but her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. So you can hear all the smooth things and consent unto them now and have a blast and have fun and just, feel good. But at the end is death. You ain't going to feel too good. They must know it after death by pain. I don't want no parts of that. 0 parts. Negative. I don't want it. Verse 5, it says, her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable, that thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Hear this truth. And you can only get this truth from your people. All right? But then you got to be true. It said be careful who you learn from. All right? But only the elect is going to hear the true men of the Lord. All right? It says, verse 9. Verse 8, remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh to the door of her house. So from that strange woman, from that false doctrine that's being spewed out by your enemy, it says, remove thy way far from her, and come not nigh, don't come close to the door of her house. Don't believe it. You believe your enemies where we were in captivity and still are in captivity, whether it looked like it or not. And I don't see how it don't look like it, but don't believe nothing they say. Verse 9, it says, lest thou give thine honor unto others, and thy years unto the cruel, lest strangers be filled with thy wealth, and thy labors be in the house of a stranger, and thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. So those who think that they go to church every Sunday, even sometimes throughout the week, they don't hurt nobody, they love everybody, they consent unto their enemies. It says, and thou mourn at the last, when thy flesh and thy body is consumed. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen to those who think that they doing what's right, but not according to the knowledge of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It says, and say, how have I hated instruction, and my heart despised reproof. That's what you're going to say. And have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear unto them that instructed me. And here it is, the teachers are out. The scripture said, thine eyes shall see thy teachers. You didn't see the head teacher here on the planet Earth, Apostle Tahar, for over 30 years. You seen him for over 30 years with no breaks. With no breaks, continuing to teach, and the trickled on down from Apostle Tahar on to Apostle Gabar, to Apostle Rachar, to Apostle Aramlam, to the men right directly under them and directly under them. You've seen them. It's been years since this truth has been available for us here. Alright? It says, verse 14, I was almost in all evil in the midst of the congregation and assembly. Verse 15, it says, drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thine own well. That waters representing the understanding of these words of the Bible. You got to get them from your own cistern. meaning your own people. Don't trust in thine enemy, because you're not going to get the truth. And then they don't understand the dark parables and the deep things of the scriptures anyway. So they can't tell you the truth 100%. Now, the elite know that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites. They know, they damn sure know that. But they're not going to tell you that. All right? You're only going to get it from your own cistern, from your own people. All right? And running waters out of thine own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thine own, and not strangers with thee. Let thy fountains be blessed, and rejoice with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as the loving hind in the pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished always with her love. This wisdom right here, this truth right here, that's in truth, that you get from your own people, that's in truth, that the Most High set up. It says, verse 20, and why wilt thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Why are you going to embrace and accept and consent to a stranger? Consent to your enemy. He's not telling you the truth. He's not gonna, this white man, so-called white man rather, Esau Edom, is not gonna tell you how to get back into the good graces of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the Most High, who chose you to be a special people and chose them to be the wicked. They're not gonna do that. It says, for the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. He shall die without instruction, and in the greatness of his folly he shall go astray. Don't go astray. Don't be one of those that go astray, because you're going to be ashamed. You're going to go through all sorts of pain and torture. Thus said the Bible. So if you say you believe in this Bible, you got to, it says, those that worship me must worship me in spirit and in truth. You have to worship him in truth. All right? And best and believe, your enemy is not going to give you the truth. Our enemy is these other nations, starting off with, matter of fact, one more, and then I'm going to end it. Psalms 83. This is Psalms 83, starting off at the top. It says, keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They have taken crafty counsel against the Israelites. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. Oh, Salakia. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thine hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And we had all forgot that we were Israel, the Israelites, Hebrew Israelites by blood, our nationality, no religion. It says, for they have consulted together with one consent. All these nations have consulted together with one consent, that they are confederate against thee. Who? The tabernacles of Edom, number one. Public enemy number one. Esau. The Edomites. The so-called white man. And the Ishmaelites of Moab, and Hagarenes, Gebal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, Asher, the Midianites, Syria, Kisan, Endor. They start off giving a bunch of different nations. Ultimately, all these other nations, if you're not a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, all right, you are against the Most High in truth, and you're an enemy. And we, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the biblical Israelites, are not to consent with them, are not to trust in them. Trust not in thine enemy. And if you do, you will be had in derision and reproach, and you will die a horrible death. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And salutations to all the Akim that's around the world pushing this truth in sincerity and in truth. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom. Death to America.